Oh, hello. Welcome to my kitchen. Let me show you around. We got the fire over there, right here. Sink, microwave. We got a slightly bigger microwave. And then the fridge, but you know, whatever. And then over here we got the most important part. The kettle. So what are we gonna be cooking today, right? Well, I got someone there as camera person, just in case you didn't know. But today we will be cooking kale, what the fuck are we cooking?
I don't know, man. You didn't know.
Kale rice.
Poached eggs.
Poached eggs. Whatever the fuck. Alright, let's get to it. Right, so what ingredients do you need? Kale. Bunch of eggs. That's it, right? You got that? And, well, it's not really an ingredient, but a chopping board, I guess. You're gonna get some wood in there. You have to take that into consideration, don't you? You're gonna get some chunks of wood.
I mean, I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Well, you're gonna get some chunks of wood because you naturally cut it, right?
I mean,
is
don't know.
that not, no?
I don't think so.
Right.
Maybe you should get a new chopping board.
Chopping board's fine. So, a lot of problems, right? How do I fix this? You know, I don't want to be chopping and then finger gone, right? How do I fix this movement, right?
Right.
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I'd like to know too. So, how about we look up on YouTube? Right, and we're back. We sorted that out. Just a moist towel. Ugh. Just, I'm sorry, I guess. I don't know, that's what you call it. That's what they said on the video. Put it under, yeah, sure, that's fine. And movement no more. Well, there is a little bit of movement, but you get the picture. Do you know how you test if your eggs are fresh?
No, actually.
No?
No.
All right. Well, this is something, okay. Right, okay, here. I swear this is my kitchen. I got this thing here, I guess. Fill it up with water. I don't know what it is, don't. And drop your eggs in there. And
What's that mean?
I think this is the part that I don't really understand. If it sinks, it's okay.
Uh-huh. Good.
It synced. Right. I think that's a good enough test. Cool. Oh, you can also just assume all the other woods are fine. Okay, so first thing is cutting up the kale. So I'll show you how to do that. Even though I guess it's just cutting kale, right? I mean, oh, it comes with this. Let's pick a knife. Pick a knife. Knife. So this knife should do. This is a high-end knife. Can you focus there? There you go. It's got engraving in Japanese, so you know it's the proper shit.
What's it say?
Be the best cook you want to be.
I didn't know you knew Japanese.
Took it as a spare. So what you want to do is you want to cut the leaves off of this stem because it's rough. Ooh, wow, that's actually a lot harder than what I thought. Just leave that aside and leave that okay. And then you do the same with all of these. Might be a little tricky because they're leaves, but you get the picture. All the way around. And around and around and around and around we go. So, by the way, if you want to check how sharp your knife is, there's one easy test. Let's just move these aside here. Get yourself a tomato. And you see all these people that cuts it like really thin. Nah, that's not the way to do it. Maybe this. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm just gonna take us a blunt knife.
We got this. Maybe like this. Probably like this, actually. Oh, wait. No. It's okay.
Where did you see this happen?
I think it's probably
the tomato for sure.
So if you get a cut like that, it's fine. It's perfect. There you go. Sharp knife. Actually, if you get... I just want you to look in here. I know it's a little sick because, you know,
tomato.
Opening up this cut, but if it's a deep cut like that, you know you got a Sharpie. So you want to test out all your knives, and if they are anywhere near dull, and dull would be, they kind of just dent it. They don't cut it, they dent it. That's when you know you're gonna throw away your knife.
Throw it away?
Yeah, get rid of it.
Sounds a bit extreme.
No, just get rid of it.
Can't you just like sharpen it?
The next step will be to boil these, but I guess what we will be doing is boiling and then pan frying. No, didn't think I knew all those terminologies, did you? See? Perfect knife. If your knife can do this, you're chopping like a genie. You know genies chop? The rougher the chops, the better the texture. Do you know? Know what I mean? It's mostly these big chunks that you're really gonna need to get in there, and once you're done, you want to get your boiled water and son of a... Okay, water is boiling. Wait, what? Next step is to bring your kale to the pot, or is it the pot to the kale? Which one makes more sense? So now we move everything over. I've discussed this with my sous chef. You just lift it up, and that's weird. And then you put it back down. Right, the next step, which is the step I've been talking about this whole time, is to put the kale, there's a bit of water there, oh crap, in the pot. Or, yeah, pot? It doesn't matter. Technical terms do not matter here. We're all friends. And just put it in. Let it really soak up. Actually, you don't want it to soak up the water. So
what's it soaking up?
Yeah, it's not soaking up anything actually. And then just shit. I guess you need to kind of just wood spoon always does the trick. Kind of just get it in there. You want all those pieces wet so that you know that it's getting the right amount of treatment. And then let that boil for 30 minutes. Right, so the kale is ready. I've tasted it, so you pretty much just want... What? I tasted the kale. Yes.
I didn't see you taste it.
I tasted it.
You can't? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
What you want to do is you want to drain it from the water, or you could keep the water for... 1 second. No. For stock. That's what you can use it for. Right? Okay.
Right.
You know there's a lot of videos on how to use drainers correctly? You're apparently supposed to put the drainer inside and then drain it that way.
Yeah.
Right? So you put the drainer inside and then... But fuck that, I haven't done that. So. Curly kale is a cabbage. You don't need to look that up. You can take my word for it. A nice pan. I got this just for this video, so I appreciate this stone pan. We're gonna need 1, 2 cloves of garlic and So we're gonna get our knife. This is called a chef's knife.
What?
Thompson.
Is that a different knife?
It's a different knife, yeah. Still sharp though.
You didn't do the blunt test.
Don't need to. Do you know how there are a lot of ways that show you how to, you know, take the skin off of the garlic? But we're not gonna really bother with those because there you go. Might be a little squished, but it doesn't matter. Your hands will be smelling like garlic. So don't go anywhere special.
Or you could just wash them.
So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna chop the ends off so that it looks like a, and
Kind of looks like a heart.
not really. And you wanna chop them up in tiny little pieces. Now you wanna keep your middle finger kind of, all the other fingers tucked in between your middle finger, like this weird shape, I don't know what that's called. And you want to kind of hold it like this, along, you know, so that the knife kind of chops. That's what you want, so that it doesn't actually chop your finger off. And it's chopped.
Wow.
How about that? Huh?
Amazing.
Amazing stuff. So what you're gonna wanna do, is put the heat on for this bad boy and let the stone really burn, right? You're gonna want some oil to give it some flavor. You're gonna want some oil to give it some flavor. A dash of oil, yeah, a dash of oil. Just gonna want just a dash of oil, not too much.
That's a lot of oil. That's more than a dash.
Huh?
It's more than a dash.
Dash is very objective though, you know?
Right, yeah.
At this point, you can start cooking your rice. How much, Dave? That's the appropriate amount of rice for this recipe. A cup and a bit. I don't know. Just pop it all in. Maybe not all. Maybe that's a bit too much. We'll put some, yeah. No, I think that's enough. I think. I'm not sure. You think you'll go for seconds?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe not.
Huh?
Maybe not. I don't know how this is looking.
Alright, we'll just cook this. Cold water. Ah, crap. Got some kale in there. If you want to do this correctly, you want to wash your rice. I know that sounds a little ridiculous and redundant, but wash your rice. It gets off all of that, not moisture, but the cloudiness of the starchiness. Is it starch? You know what I mean. By the way, I completely forgot about that. That's going to be piping hot. If you forgot about it too. So just be careful when you put in the garlic. Ah, crap. I'm going to have to wash my hands again.
Wow.
So if you can get it all on your knife, that's cool. It looks good. And just pop it in there. Let it really flavor that pan, right? But make sure to keep an eye on it, because garlic's a little bit of a bitch. It burns easily. Actually, I think it's burning now. So let's just put in the kale. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. So if this happens, just take it off the flame. It's clearly too hot. Just make sure that the garlic is not burning. And to do that, you can add some water. I think I'm gonna do that. So you learn, you live and you learn. Now it's calm down. You can put it back on the flame and just sit and relax for a while. Not too much. Remember that there's still garlic in here. Let that cook for a while. Approximately 5 minutes. We'll see you then. Right, so we have the kale done. I'm gonna move these eggs aside. And we got the rice done. And now we're doing the eggs, the poached eggs of the portion. You want your water boiling, I think. I don't know what I have anyway. So if you're following my recipe, don't know where to put this. Following my recipe, this clearly isn't my recipe. You see somebody else did it, right? You want to put some vinegar in the water. And that helps with the potency. And just a little bit, just a little bit. I actually don't know how much, so I put in like probably 4 drops. So
that was a bit more than 4 drops, but okay.
What you're going to want to do is create a swirl. You're going to want one of these whisks. You create a swirl, right? Get in on this. Not too much. You just want a swirl, okay? See how it's building up? See how it's building up there? A little vortex, a little mini tornado, hurricane, everybody evacuate. Except it's the opposite, you're going to be putting stuff in there. And when you're ready, you take your egg and drop in, and that's just going to wrap around, wrap around, wrap around, wrap around. Kind of. I don't think you should be doing this, but kind of want more of a wrapping around effect. Anyway, you leave that there to cook for 6 minutes. Around 6 minutes, I don't know. Whenever you think it's ready, then what you want to do is you want to take some paper towels for the drainage effect. And maybe I don't have enough there, I'm going to take another one. And that is just to kind of pat it dry, you know? Pat it dry when it's ready. And you'll know when it's ready, trust me. And we shall be back to see what the end finished plating is going to be like. And taste test, which, spoiler alert, it's going to be tasting fantastic. Do you know why? Because all the cooking shows make it sound. Take a little, you know yourself. Take a fork and go, delicious. You're not going to know. Are you going to do this?
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Right. It's a taste test, right? I guess. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
So you might be thinking back at all those ingredients and all those steps. Oh, there's a lot of steps in it. There's a lot of steps here and there. But when you're done, it should look something like this. So doesn't that just look amazingly appetizing? And if it doesn't look like this, don't worry, still probably is fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to check the egg to see if it is actually poached. And oh yeah, you can just tell. Oh yeah, you can tell that is a poached egg, right? Look at the flow, look at the flow, the rest is mine. Thank you guys for taking the time for watching this video. Hope you learned something. And we'll catch you next time for, I don't know what this is called, learning with teaching.
Yeah, maybe work on the title.
We'll work on it.
Okay.
Thanks again, and all the best. And eat healthy, and stay off drugs, kids.